to Mr. Putin, the president of Russia. I said it was an invitation. And what they were saying was,
Greetings to you, my lovely family. Welcome again to Direct TV, bringing to you the truth with Brother Joshua. My dearest family, in today's video, it is very important because the perpetrators of some of this evil going on in the world have not stopped. You see, so the video you're about to watch is not a recent video, but these people hasn't stopped in their plans towards what they want to do. So that's why I could still bring this video for you. So don't forget that Your Love Was Special is starting today, season 10 phase 2, so get ready. But watch this, guys. I'll be right back.
2 Timothy 3:13. Look at it again. It says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Our world being manipulated. And I said, we must have our eyes open. Have our eyes open. In the last few days during the Your Love World specials, I referred to what's been going on in Ukraine, the Russia-Ukraine conflict. And I said that they did dangle a carrot to Mr. Putin, the president of Russia. I said it was an invitation. And what they were saying was, you move into Ukraine and we will do nothing about it. In fact, the President of the United States was quoted to have said just yesterday or the day before that none of them expected the sanctions to deter him. I told you they were empty sanctions. That's what I told you. Now the president himself had said it, and of course, many people were angry that he would even say that. But that was the fact. July 1990, because I was referring to how Saddam Hussein was lured into Iraq. In July 1990, the American ambassador to Iraq by the name April Glaspie, had a meeting with Saddam. The transcript is available. You want to see it? And he let her know, as a message to President Bush, that he was having this problem with Kuwait. And he was explaining his own role and why he intended to attack Kuwait if things were not settled amicably. What was April Glaspie's response? It's an Arab problem. America will not be involved. That was an invitation. They're saying, don't worry, if you go into Kuwait, nothing will happen. But as I said the other day, that was a different type of invitation. That was a trap. Then Saddam moved into Kuwait, and the next thing he knew was, bam, America responded with their allies. He was deceived and lured into Iraq, into Kuwait, because they needed a war. They needed that Gulf War. He wasn't attacked because he moved into Kuwait. He was lured into Kuwait. With the understanding that it was an Arab problem and America didn't want to get involved. But he was wrong to believe it. Now I'm speaking, I'm giving you the information from direct transcript of the discussion between April Glaspie and Saddam Hussein. So this new one, because it's supposed to help the cyber pandemic, which they call a pandemic. I had asked yesterday, what in the world is cyber pandemic? But I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. Because all you have to do is listen to Klaus Schwab's message to the world leaders. But here's what I wrote for you. Cyber pandemic is a coordinated attack on internet service providers and selected websites and into multiplied millions of websites around the world. A coordinated attack on internet service providers and on selected websites. And then this will spiral into multiplied millions of websites around the world. And that they will call the pandemic. So people everywhere, in many places, will be discovering that, oh, my website is down. Oh, I can access the internet. Oh, and watch. This pre-planned effort is to be blamed on Russia as both or that is as either the perpetrator or the reason for the attack by opposers and protesters. That means that now they have Russia to be pushed forward as either the perpetrator. So some people are going to believe Russia caused it. Russia is the perpetrator. Russia is destroying people's websites. Russia is bringing down the internet. And or Russia is the reason for it. Some people are angry against Russia, and so they are doing it. So they're either going to be blamed as the perpetrators, or they will be blamed for annoying people because they moved into, that is, annoying protesters for going into Ukraine. So those ones are angry and responding and bringing down the internet and bringing down websites and so on and so forth. So whichever way, Russia is to blame. But what's the reason behind it? Because it's the opportunity to rewrite the codes for internet communication. I told you, it's the opportunity to change the protocols. That's what it's about. To change communication as we know it. To change the banking system as we know it. This whole thing is in the Bible. You know, as God's people, we have to keep our eyes open. Because what you're having right now is an attack on liberty, on laws, attack on schools and schools' curriculum. What the Lord Jesus tell us in St. Luke's Gospel chapter 21 and verse number 36. Hear what he says. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. He says, watch ye therefore and pray always. Watch and pray always. Not pray sometimes. And pray always, that he may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Now go to 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse number 6. Humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your cares upon him, for he careth for you. Look at the next thing. Be sober. Be vigilant. Be vigilant. Be sober. Be vigilant. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And he tells us what to do. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So, we have to be watchful.
All right, my dearest family, there you have it. I thought to share these things with you because it is very important. And during your love or programs like this, Pastor Chris expatiates on some of these things. This video you just finished watching, like I said, it was not a recent video. Okay, it's a long time video, but Pastor Chris, in several meetings, if you had watched some of the clips I brought for you during the Global Day of Prayer, you would have noticed that he addressed some of these things. These people have not stopped. All right, their plan to cause a war has not stopped. You see, so get ready for your love war today. All right, and do well to watch. But I'll be bringing you highlights immediately after the programs. You see, and one of the things I would like to tell you is that you must be watchful. Get your family to listen to some of the things Pastor is saying. All right. I know a lot of people don't believe in some of the things Pastor says, but don't be like such people. All right. Because one day, I always say to them, don't make it too late. All right. Because imagine coming to realize too late that all the things Pastor always said was correct. Don't be like that. So I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.